So let's switch gears a little bit. What about NQ Mobile? That's been a little bit more volatile in terms of the stock. China Mobile, its competitor, reported recently its lowest profit in about 5 years. So is that a stock where you're expecting continued volatility?
Well, NQ is one of our investments. We have invested in the company since IPO. We continue to be a shareholder of the company. Obviously, there have been some negative reports on the company. I must say that we do our own due diligence. We visit the company, we talk to the management regularly. They have a co-CEO who is based in the US. We have meetings with them regularly. And I was in China together with my partners in November last year. We met with the founders. We met with the top management, including CFO. We verified that the cash is real. We verified that some of their partners are actually real. So we're comfortable with the investment.
You raise an interesting point, though, for investors, because companies in different countries, there are different accounting rules. So it is important to know that you're seeing them in different ways in terms of what is acceptable and what is not. Generally, do you think the numbers in the companies in China are clean, that investors can feel confident if they're publicly traded, if they've got a listing in Hong Kong, that they're comparable?
I think in general they're pretty clean. I mean, obviously there are always going to be some bad apples, regardless of which markets you invest in, U.S., China, or anywhere else. So the key thing is to do your homework. And at our fund, we always make sure that we do our homework. We visit the management, we talk to the companies, and we make sure that the key shareholders, the founders of the companies, have still a big interest in the companies. So the equity in the company must be substantial so that there's an alignment of interests.
What would you avoid? Is there any sector you do avoid?
Well, OBERWEIS China Opportunity Fund is a small cap fund. So we focus on companies that are relatively small, that are emerging, that are actually going to benefit from emerging themes in China. So we tend not to invest in financial like banks. We tend not to invest in telecom service provider. We tend not to invest in utility companies because we believe that those companies don't offer the kind of growth that we're looking at.